Una nating topic mga kaibigan, Sara Duterte family ruled Davao City but didn't solve flooding. Sabi yan ng Solons. Ano ba Solons or Solon? What's that, ha? Oh my God. Ito ay article ng Inquirer.net. So basahin natin mga kaibigan at mag-change tayo ng device para makita nyo ang aking kapagian. Wow. Anyway, Vice President Sara Duterte and her family ruled Davao City for decades but have not been able to solve flooding in the area. Lawmakers pointed this out as more counterblasts her criticism of the current administration. So, kung maalala niya mga kaibigan yung naging topic natin nung nakaraan sa kulitan na yung nakarang episode lang na siya ay nagbintang. Tama ba yung nagbintang na word? Oh, pinuna yon, pinuna. Pinuna ni Sara Duterte ang Marcos administration. Nakasama naman siya, di ba? Dahil wala daw flood control na nagaganap. Eh yung pamilya niya daw sa Davao City na ang tagal-tagal nang namumuno, eh wala ring solusyon sa pagbaha. Diyos ko naman. Ito ang sabi. Basahin na lang natin. Tingog o tinggog? So yun yung party list. Party list Representative Jude Asidre said Senate President Francis Escudero's observations were correct. Tama daw ang mga naobserbahan ni Cheese na that it is perplexing for the Vice President to call out the current administration over the recent floods when her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, had 6 years to address the issue. Eto pa isa! Ba't ka nagre-reklamo sa current administration kung yung past administration ay Duterte admin? Diba, buisit? Bakit walang naging solusyon nung tatay mo yung nasa posisyon? Diyos ko. Basahin natin ang sinabi ni Representative Asidre. Senate kapito, sorry. Senate President Escudero is correct. Hindi kasama yun sa quotation. Ulitin natin yung sinabi niya. Senate President Escudero is correct. You have been serving for a long time there, but you failed to solve flooding in your area. So yun yung sabi niya. Wait lang, patanggal muna ng plema. Joke lang. Ito, dagdag pa niya, PRRD or former President Duterte was in Malacanang for 6 years. He was also a longtime mayor of Davao City. He and his children changed positions after their terms ended. He and his children were also lawmakers. They should have fixed the issue of flooding in their area. Tama nga naman. Panay ka reklamo pero ba't di ka magreklamo sa tatay mo? Diba? Ito talaga yung magandang sound effects para dyan. Last Friday, Escudero said Vice President Duterte has the right to point out societal problems just like any other Filipino. Okay lang naman magreklamo, di ba? Di naman technically reklamo, pero sabihin kung ano yung mali sa gobyerno. Although he found it perplexing for the second highest official to attack the current administration when her family allegedly failed to address it. Di ba? Magre-reklamo ka talaga no? One Rider Party List Representative Ramon Rodrigo Gutierrez. So Rodrigo na naman to! Noted in a separate statement that there was enough funding for flood control in Davao City. So may sapat naman daw na pera. Particularly within the jurisdiction of Vice President Duterte's older brother, Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte. Ito ang sabi ni Representative Gutierrez. there were 51 billion funds allocated to the district of Congressman Pulong in 3 years. What happened? Anong nangyari sa 51 billion? That's a huge amount. For context, there was a 244.6 billion funds for flood control in 2024. Pero buong bansa na raw daw yung 244 billion na yun. 1/5 of the budget for flood control nasa Davao City lang. Yun. Dagdag pa niya, did this follow the flood control master plan? If Davao City and other parts of Mindanao were not included, they should be the ones to explain to our Davaoeña and Mindanaoan brothers and sisters. Ako, Bicol Party List Representative Raul Angelo Bongalon, meanwhile, questioned why Duterte is only airing these issues now when her position as the second highest national official would have given her a better advantage in solving the problems. Oo nga naman, ba't ka nagre-reklamo kung ikaw na yung nasa pangalawang mataas na posisyon? Di ba pwedeng gumawa ka ng paraan? Di ba? Vice President Sara Duterte, who was the other half of the Uniteam campaign alliance in the 2022 polls, used to be part of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration as Education Secretary. She resigned from all her cabinet posts last June 19. Ito ang sabi ni Bongalon, why are we hearing all this only now? It only shows what kind of politician she is. She will make it appear that she is an ally if it will only suit her interest, then attack when she no longer needs the use of it. She has just shown her true colors. Let me see your true colors. Pala yung nalakinanta natin. Diba? O sige, next week. Charot lang. Planado yung next week, diba? The lawmaker further questioned why Duterte has been silent in problems surrounding the Department of Education, which she supposedly failed to solve. Eto pa isa, ang ingay-ingay sa kung ano-anong issue. Sa education, na siya ang may hawak, ba't ang tahimik mo? Mamaya may pangalawa pa, sasabihin natin yan. Pero ito yung sabi uli ano pangalan mo? Bongalon. Did she even help our overburdened and overworked public school teachers? At one point, I can still vividly recall that she suggested holding Saturday classes only to catch up with the targeted June school calendar opening, which President Marcos politely declined. Ang pangit na solusyon mo, Mare. Kaya pala puro ka reklamo, ang pangit na solusyon mo. Ito pa sabi niya. Show some humility, Miss VP. Your complaints could have been addressed and they could have resulted in more productive endeavors if you had raised them early on. Don't make the government your punching bag. When you were DepEd chief, did you even attempt to improve learning competencies? Tama nga naman. Statements against Duterte came after she delivered a message to the Muslim community last Wednesday, thanking Muslim tribes for volunteering to secure her after 75 police officers were pulled out of her personal protection group. So gumawa siya ng tantrums statement. According to Duterte, it is not her security which is of importance, but the well-being of the country. Ay, wow naman. Lagyan na sound effects. Ang kanyang 433 security ay para sa inyo, mga Pilipino. Diba? May palakpak. Highlighting that the country is being ruled by people who do not fulfill their sworn duties. The Vice President likewise said the government itself admitted that there is no comprehensive flood control master plan. Okay. Edi congrats. But lawmakers questioned Duterte's remarks. Zambales 1st District Representative Jay Kong-hun and La Union... Ano? Korean to si Jay Kong-hun? And La Union 1st District Representative Francis Paulo Ortega V urged the Vice President... Ano ba? Naglalabay ako? Urged the Vice President to address her absence during the height of Typhoon Karina and the southwest monsoon's onslaught instead of speaking on this matter. Ayan pa isa, reklamo ka ng reklamo pero gala ka ng gala. Diyos ko naman. Then, Lanao del Sur, ano nangyari sa buo? Ano ko? Sa kapito guys. Inom lang ako. Kulang sa brake fluid. Ano na? Then Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonto Adyong urged Duterte not to use religion in politics, saying that he is disappointed with Duterte's statement before the Muslim community, which only leans towards divisiveness. So, wag mo daw gamitin ang relihiyon kung unity ang inyong pinag-uusapan. Ang inyong naging promise. Yun ang alang yung promise nyo sisirain nyo pa, diba? Actually, sira na talaga Duterte also drew flack for supposedly making it appear that her security was depleted when the armed forces of the Philippines said that 400 military officers were securing her. Ang kapal ng mukha magreklamo, kala mo namang ganun karami binawa sa kanya. To this end, Santa Rosa City Representative Dan Fernandez noted that having such number of security personnel might already be excessive. Sobra-sobra na yung dami. Binawasan lang ng onte, tapos reklamo ka pa. Ano ba yan? Mga bobotante talaga, oo. Several media outlets, including Inquirer.net, have asked the Office of the Vice President and Representative Paulo Duterte for their comments regarding these issues, but neither of them has issued any response as of this writing. Siyempre, nasasabihin niyan, no comment. Dahil sila ay tahimik lang. So yun, di ba yung kanina sinasabi natin yung flood control? Tama ba? Tama ba yung ano natin? Basta yung isa sinabi ko kanina. Tapos yung pangalawang problema, ba't tahimik ka sa issue ng China, di ba? Ang kapal ng buka, Diyos ko. Ano masasabi niyo dyan? Comment down below.